Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigeria newspapers. And we begin with the Vanguard newspaper. The major story here, minimum wage disquiets as federal government makes selective payment. And the riders there, Labour leaders kick, say government insensitive to suffering of workers. Workers lament hardship. Many sleep in offices, trek to work due to high transport costs. Delay affecting productivity. NART is quoted as saying that varsity workers was hit. SANU is also quoted as speaking with regards to that. And the picture story there is that of some representatives of the Inspector General of Police and some other notable personalities at National Association of Nigerian Students International Lecture. All right, another story here. Reps to AGF expedite trials of persons in prolonged detention. Niger boat mishap, 70 bodies recovered. NEWA is stated as saying. Says ill-fated boat on illegal operation. Tinubu mourns victims. Governor Bako talks tough on frequent mishaps and loss of lives and property as well. And now the other story here. Court to VIO orders, you have no power to seize vehicles, impose fines. That should come as music to the ears of vehicle owners. Now, PDP, APC protest Rivers local government election. At the top corner there, federal government denies anti-North bias in distribution of road projects, says North has 52%, South 48%. We are voting more resources to fight terror, banditry. Abdulsalami blames institutional failure, unemployment over insecurity in North. Soludo is problem, not solution in Anambra. Obiora Okonkwo is quoted as saying that. Those are some of the stories on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. To the Nigerian Tribune now. Tinubu to terrorists, bandits, surrender or face renewed military onslaught. Poverty, unemployment, contributory causes of insecurity in the Sahel, Abdulsalami is quoted as saying. Multidimensional approach needed to address insecurity. That's the CDS quoted as saying that. Now, Lagos federal government signed MOU to upgrade Ikpoyi General Hospital to federal medical care. Tax reforms. Tinubu asks the National Assembly to repeal FIRS, establish Nigeria Revenue Service, initiates 4 tax bills, wants establishment of tax appeal tribunal, tax ombudsman. And Nigeria, Enugu is back to life under Shatima. It's quoted as saying that at the top corner, senators back bill for South-South Development Commission, say it's different from NDDC to undergo name change. Protest in Rivers over local government election. Court bars VIO from confiscating vehicles, imposing fines. Those are some of the stories on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Now to the front page of the Daily Times. Insecurity, CDS Musa kicks against hiring of military contractors, says hiring military contractors will aggravate insecurity in Nigeria. Lists reasons why fight against terrorist bandits has dragged for years. We had that interview with him yesterday. Now to tax reforms. Federal government must changing FIRS to NRS. That's the Nigeria Revenue Service, as Tinubu forwards tax reform bills to National Assembly. And the downstream native calls for transparency to unlock Nigeria's energy potential. At the top corner there, CBN introduces electronic foreign exchange matching system to curb speculation. Those are some stories on the front page of the Daily Times. Kemi.
The Punch is next, and the lead story is captioned Crude for Loans, with NNPCL voting 8 million barrels monthly for $8.8 billion debt. That's according to a report. Firm repays $2.61 billion, owes $6.25 billion as Nigeria loses 264 million crude barrels to theft and other illegal activities. Other stories on the Punch. IOM, that's the organization, International Organization for Migration, repatriates 180 Nigerians stranded in Libya, and those are the pictures to that effect. Tinubu plans to bar customs, Ports Authority, and other agencies from revenue collection. That's also on the Punch, as well as the much-awaited October 1 deadline. Naira for crude deal fails to take off. On the foreign scene, Iran summons envoys as Israel intensifies Beirut bombing. The Guardian is next. The lead story is on Nigerian teachers who are said to have been lured by passion, imperiled by political class, broken system. Right? ASU in the news here, Nigeria in hopeless state. Situation worse than in 1984. Bureau knocks Lagos State government officials for failure to submit asset forms. Court grants Taraba ex-governor Ishaku 150 million naira bail in alleged 27 billion naira fraud suit. Your days are numbered, says FG, as bandits stare Tinubu ECOWAS 5,000-man force. Tension as pro-Wike Fubara camps head for climax in Rivers Council polls built for Saturday. Amid food inflation concerns, NBS claims average healthy diet is now 1,255 naira. Finally is the Daily Trust. FG targets more revenue from taxes as Tinubu sends 4 bills to National Assembly to rename FIRS, harmonize states, LG's levies, and capture cryptocurrency. Economist says government looking for more money. Court stops VIO from stopping impounding vehicles, fining motorists. Senate to amend Northwest Southeast Development Commissions Act. FCT police arrest 4 kidnappers, recover arms. Tinubu urges terrorists to surrender. Abdul Salami blames weak governance. Also here on the Niger boat mishap, death toll hits 36 as 20 more bodies recovered. Middle East tension pushes global oil prices up. And the last story on Daily Trust, insecurity threatening Northerners' existence, according to the Arewa Consultative Forum.
The story on the VIO and the courts saying that the VIO has no power to seize vehicles and impose fines will be of major interest to a lot of Nigerians. But another story that is also of major interest is the matter of the minimum wage. If you look at the front page of Vanguard, it talks about disquiet as the federal government makes selective payments and labor leaders are kicking. Recall that the president had signed the 70,000 naira minimum wage into law on July the 18th of this year, and a majority of workers have been waiting with regards to how soon this will be implemented. And then conversations around states, some state governors saying they were not able to make some of this pay. They don't know the viability of their states to make the payment was another issue. And so conversations were supposed to be had, but so far it seems like we're not making a headway with regards to that.
And I think only last week there were some commendations from the camp of the NLC following reports that the government was already paying. I believe it was the federal government at the time was already making good its promises, and payments reflecting the new minimum wage were already being made. But this one now will definitely not be a funny matter, seeing as of course we're still living in the times of astonishing food prices and all of that. So it remains to be seen how far this will go. Perhaps it's a communication a matter on the part of both parties. Perhaps it's a bank matter. one doesn't know, but it is actually normal, for
some persons to get their monies and others not see the reflection.
Absolutely, it could be that.
But then again, if it is a matter of it not reflecting, the people, they would have mentioned it, or would have gone to the bank,
right,
to see that, it's not reflecting, or let's find out what is going on.
These are state governments, right? Not the federal.
No, it is staff of ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, that have not seen their monies. So it's still a federal government matter. So it is a matter of, how do we resolve this issue? What really is the problem? But out of the story here I'm seeing is that sources in the Accountant General's and Budget Office are painting a different picture of the situation on the ground. And they said the category of those who haven't seen this reflection are those of workers of federal universities. Okay. And so that hasn't reflected. For them, they said it was 40,000 naira that was paid across the board to all federal workers, but some workers are denying this. So the real matter, I think, is investigation that has to be done so that they can get to the root of it. And not just to begin to speak to the issues, but when it comes to matters of money, Nigerians don't joke with it. Some persons might have budgeted before they get their money, and made plans before they get this money.
And it's not like they even want to spend that money for themselves, perhaps, to pay up some debts.
So many things.
How much would it probably be left?
It could be anything.
It could be anything. But in terms of planning, I've made plans for mine.
Yes, that my money is 70,000 naira this time around, so we can, expand our budgeting to sort of cover some other issues. So I guess government needs to quickly step in and resolve this issue, because before it goes out of hand, matters of monies are not things people play with as it is.